So 5 minutes are up, isn't it? Okay, so now we proceed. Uh, so we have, sorry, where did we leave? Yes, initial inspection, and then we have routine inspection. It is carried out on a routine basis without making any specific effort at certain intervals, such as daily, weekly, or monthly. And of course, this is usually for important, depending on how important an a structure is. So, for example, bridges are inspected after every so often. I think I'm not sure. You can check this. I think EBK, is it EBK? There was some guideline I read that says, for example, bridges have to be inspected every. I don't know whether it was a proposal every 6 months. Okay, it is periodic examination of the general conditions of the ability by qualified engineers, of course. Each inspection is recorded in the register. It is mainly a visual inspection using simple instrumental aids. The inspection should be such as to discover all indications of deterioration, damage such as texture or color of concrete, exudation, cracks, spalling, delamination, leaching, rust, streaks, deformation, loss of camber, etc. Regular inspection. It is carried out to determine whether detailed inspection is required or not. Regular inspection can be carried out using appropriate tools at regular intervals, such as once in a year or definite year, say 2, 3, or 5. So, regular inspection probably can reveal something that hints to a more serious problem. So to be sure, then out of regular inspection, then you can reveal it. Regular inspection basically may reveal the need for a detailed inspection. It is carried out, okay, so detailed inspection is carried out to obtain detailed and specific information regarding the deterioration and performance of a structure. This is more intensive and thorough inspection than the routine inspection. All parts of structure are closely examined, and if necessary, special equipment are used for this inspection. As especially trained engineers conduct detailed inspection. Many maintenance of JSC series given in section 1.21 specify the following cases for the necessity of detailed inspection. When some signs of deterioration changes in performance level or observed during routine and regular inspection. So, for example, if you're doing routine or regular inspection, but you notice something out of the ordinary that warrants more close look. When it is difficult to obtain reliable and accurate information during routine or regular inspection. So when routine or regular inspection cannot reveal the details of interest, then it is important to do detailed inspection. When it is determined that the structural integrity of the structure has been adversely affected due to deterioration. So, if during the course of your inspection you reveal more serious or underlying issues, then you need a detailed inspection. When more detailed information is required before deciding the necessity and scope for undertaking. If my memory serves me right, it is from, they say it is from, I think, 89th floor to, I don't know if I can remember. It covers maybe 89th to 90 something floors. So there is a huge damper because of inertia and because of its sheer weight. When earthquake sets the building into motion, because of inertia, the damper will still, structure has been subjected to accidental load, such as an earthquake, storm, flood, fire, collision with a vehicle or ship, etc. Okay, so special inspections are done in event of unusual occurrence, such as signs of weaknesses found during routine or detailed inspection or by any other observation. When the structure loading is to be increased due to revised or increased loading standards. So again, remember what I told you. If, for example, it is an ordinary three-story building, the owner decides they want to make it a dance hall. Remember that? Because of the changes, the usage, changes in usage, then of course you'll need special inspection. Then when subsidence or settlement occurs in areas of mineral or coal extraction, when the settlement of foundation takes place, when seismic activity takes place, occurrences of exceptional events like flood, storm, fire, accident, etc. Again, another thing or another event is, for example, fire. Okay, so when fire occurs, they have the potential of deteriorating the structural elements such as beam, columns, even floors, even shear walls. So after such accidents, it is important to do special inspections to see whether these structures are still serviceable or not. Special inspection is carried out only in requirements stated above. The inspection requires additional testing and structural. Based on the outcome or purpose of inspection, is classified into 5 categories as failure-based inspection. So this is inspection after failure, or periodic-based inspection, or use-based inspection. Use-based inspection. So, for example, again, then we have load-based inspection, or basically after the load that it was intended to carry. Condition-based inspection, so to assess. So if, for example, you do the inspection and you realize the condition is not what you expect. Of course, if the condition is better than what you expect, good for you. But if the condition is worse than what you expect, then probably you might need to have a closer look. So that's what we call condition-based inspection. Or if it is showing unusual signs, then you can do condition-based inspection. And load-based inspection, for example, if after carrying an unusual load or load that which it was not initially meant to carry, you might do so. And these have been explained: failure-based inspection, construction error or improper supervision, improper construction joints, and so on. So that may constitute failure-based inspection. Poor usage or construction material and use of materials that are not in standard EDC. Monitoring the important components of structures like beams, columns, roofs, stairs, etc. It is time-based inspection. It is time-based inspection, just as the name suggests. It is carried out following things like lift and escalators periodically inspected or serviced. So, like we've said, even in your car, the pads and so on, the oil, sanitary and plumbing works inspection. So, I don't know if you've seen the mechanics. Sometimes they check even the color of the oil itself, to check whether it's due for replacement and so on. Something like this. Sanitary and plumbing works inspection. Record works are maintained periodically. Removal of vegetation, drainage and sewer lines are checked. Use-based inspection is performed to the following type of structure: purpose of structure, appropriate use of structure, serviceability and functionability based inspection, and periodic maintenance. So I've already given you the example where this can be done. So some structures, by their very nature, after a certain use or a certain time, it's important to close it down and do inspection. Also, for example, in the dams, okay, the dams, after some time, it's important to close it down, do a thorough inspection of the moving parts, lubricate them, and so on, just to make sure it operates efficiently. Then load-based inspection is performed to find the following: the load capacity of the structure, because when it is in usage, the structure by ipso facto deteriorates, okay, whether the capacity is still maintained. Durability of the structure, again, overloading capacity. Remember, if it carries loads that it did not expect, I've said that, then you need to check whether the capacity is compromised or not. So example, stairs, landing, passage, exit, and appropriate loads that structure can support or withstand. Condition-based inspection is performed to find the following: location of structure, type of structure, design risk level, exposure condition, and foundation condition. Based on periods of inspection, it's classified in three categories: pre-monsoon period, monsoon period inspection, post-monsoon period inspection, and so on. Pre-monsoon period inspection for maintenance work before monsoon. So these are environmental based, okay? So those who experience monsoon 2 months before rainy season, pre-monsoon. But you can also relate this here, because we know when the rainy season will come, and so on. You understand? So pre-monsoon inspection, more to be decided, the maintenance to be done before monsoon, such as cleaning of drains. Of course, drainage is a key issue or cause of damage to our structures. Checking of roof leaks, collection of materials and equipment required during monsoon repairs, and bridges and other structures that are not easily approachable during the monsoon are inspected fully. So because before rains, we expect increased water loads and so on, the load. So, and sometimes those may render the structures unreachable. So it's wise to inspect them before such events. Monsoon period inspection, it is emergency work carried out during monsoon period. Example, canal or damage, dam, breach, means brick, washing away roads, railway track, collapse of roof, failure of walls, etc. Post monsoon period